Respected Chief Guest, Professor Brij Kothari, respected Director, Dr. Bandyopadhyay, distinguished members of the Board of Governors, faculty and staff, respected parents and friends and other dignitaries present here, and my dear students. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here this evening, and I'm grateful to the President of DA-IICT, Srimati Tina Ambani, for asking me to preside over the 18th Convocation. On behalf of our President and on my own behalf, allow me to extend my welcome to the distinguished Chief Guest for this Convocation, Professor Brij Kothari, an eminent social entrepreneur and the President of Planet Read. And like all of you, I am looking forward to hearing from him on his remarkable journey. I also extend my heartiest felicitations to all the graduating students. At the outset, I'd like to pay tribute to the vision of the founder of this institution, the legendary Sri Dhirubhai Ambani. He not only left his indelible imprint on the economic development of our country and transformed the way India looked at inclusive growth and corporate leadership, but he also looked far beyond to build a knowledge society by establishing DA-IICT. In this, I would like to commend Sri Anil Ambani and Srimati Tina Ambani for carrying forward his vision and legacy and lead the way for education and empowerment. I'm confident that DA-IICT is poised to reach even greater heights. Our Director, Dr. Bandyopadhyay, and our faculty will certainly be an integral part of this march towards academic excellence. Yesterday, we celebrated our 75th Republic Day. And we have a vision for a new India, a developed India. But a new and developed India has to be an educated India, a knowledge India, an India which can synthesize its ancient wisdom with modern education, with scientific temper, and with contemporary thoughts and ideas in the world of technology, digital space, and artificial intelligence. You are all part of this future. So is DA-IICT. My dear students, let me start by paying special tribute to all your parents for the sacrifices they have made and continue to make for their children to be successful in life. It is because of their support and prayers that we move ahead in life. Your teachers have made sure that you're fully equipped to face the challenges of life. However high you go, never forget the sacrifices that they've all made for your sake. As you know, I've been in the Indian Foreign Service for 37 years, and my specialization is foreign policy. And I was just wondering, what is it that I can speak to you about, to students who are immersed in science and technology and humanities? Friends, when we see the world outside, what is striking is that it is a world of deep contradictions. It offers us both opportunities and challenges. It offers us both conflicts and cooperation. It is both adversarial and friendly. It is both compassionate and uncaring. It was when I was ambassador to the UN in New York and when India was in the UN Security Council that the Russia-Ukraine conflict started in February 2022. As you know, several countries are actively involved on both sides. But what was truly unfortunate was that the war had a very huge fallout on developing countries, which we call the Global South, including India. Everything is weaponized, and the unilateral sanctions imposed on Russia has caused developing countries tremendous supply chain disruptions with respect to food, energy, fertilizers, etc. Consequently, many among the Global South have consciously decided to stay out of this, since they don't believe in a military solution, but only in a political solution. But neither side is willing to listen to them as yet. India took an independent and proactive line and abstained on the votes to this conflict in the United Nations. Our independent position inspired many developing countries to stay neutral and voice their disquiet. Never hesitate to stand on your own if you feel strongly about something. And that is what your directors called it, the inner voice. Even as the Ukraine war rages on, last year in October, we saw the violent conflict between Israel and Hamas, which is still continuing. More than 26,000 Palestinians have been killed, which includes more than 11,000 Palestinian children killed. The Palestinians in Gaza are being starved of food, water, medicine, and electricity. I have lived in Gaza for 2 years, and I lived among the Palestinians, and they are like you and me. I don't think anything can justify this bombardment, not even a terrorist attack by Hamas or their taking of hostages. Yesterday, we even had an important interim judgment by the International Court of Justice. And we need a ceasefire and a political solution, but the conflict continues. It is threatening to engulf the region. So where is the moral compass of the international community? As students and youngsters, you cannot be unaffected by all this killing of civilians. You need to be youngsters with a conscience and with empathy, and not just youngsters with an ideology or with just college degrees in your hand. Friends, while we are witness to these brutal conflicts in Europe and in West Asia, and even parts of Africa, like in Sudan, Libya, and Mali, etc., these are all conflicts, either within states or between states. But there are challenges which go beyond 2 or 3 or more states, and these are global challenges which affects practically all countries, whether they are developed or developing. And no country is immune to this. These global challenges include climate change, environment, COVID-19 and other pandemics, food security, and now, of course, artificial intelligence, cyber and space, digital space, and technology. These are challenges which go far beyond what one nation state or a group of states can handle. They have to be tackled by all countries together. Countries have to put aside their differences, and there is no choice. Cooperation is necessary. It doesn't matter whether they are adversaries or friends. They all have to come together. We have already seen how a once-in-a-lifetime global challenge came from COVID-19. The countries were forced to share knowledge and expertise and rely on each other to tackle this pandemic. Even the most developed countries couldn't tackle it alone. All the vaccines they hoarded could not help them. They soon realized that till everyone is safe, no one is safe. India showed the world that we can use our knowledge and our expertise to ensure that we produce vaccines and reach them to the corners of the globe. What we taught the world was sharing and compassion to tackle COVID-19. Consequently, what we are witnessing in the world, which is both divided and interconnected. We are both adversarial and cooperative at the same time with the same country. For example, the United States may see China as a threat and an adversary, but China also continues to be their largest trade partner and investor. Consequently, in the world, countries are now so closely interconnected that it is very difficult to see relations with countries in black and white. They can probably be seen in various shades of grey. And so it is with human relationship. When you go into the real world, you will realize that the same person will be both your adversary and your friend at the same time. They may want to trip you up in your career, but you will also need them if you have to fulfill your destiny. So how do you deal with such a situation when you are both adversaries and friends all at the same time? Your ability to navigate these contradictions, these various shades of grey, will determine your success in life. And the only way you will find out which is the best way forward is to fall back on your values and your principles. Those are the set of values which are imbibed from your parents, from your teachers, and from this institution. As long as you don't compromise them, you will yourself know which way to go. They are the touchstone of your success. Further, when you step out with your graduation certificates, you will step out into a world where you will need to fend for yourself. However well connected or privileged you may be, you alone are responsible for making a success of your life. All the rest are crutches to get you there. And the best crutch that you can lean on during your journey is, as I said, a set of values and principles which you have. The fact that you are Indians is now your biggest asset. The Indian community abroad, wherever they are, is looked up to as intelligent, hardworking, good ethics, problem solvers, and dynamic and strong family values. So my dear students, in the world outside, you will taste great success and also face failures. And the world is not fair. So don't expect the world to be fair to you. But you can overcome these ups and downs in your life with self-confidence in your abilities and above all, self-belief. As an alumnus of Ramakrishna Mission, I would like to recall the words of Swami Vivekananda, an eminent philosopher, who said, and I quote, "He is an atheist who does not believe in himself." The old religion said that he was an atheist who did not believe in God. The new religion says that he is an atheist who does not believe in himself or herself. So friends, allow me to thank the DA-IICT for inviting me to this convocation and extend a hearty welcome once again to our very distinguished chief guest. I look forward to hearing from him, and I once again offer my sincere felicitations to all the graduating students and wish you all success in life.